Hey, Rebels. Okay, so I'm hearing hot water cornbread, Jiffy, corn muffins, cornbread in a cast iron skillet. There are so many different ways to skin a cat. Now, what are we discussing today in this moment? Transparency at the bottom of the deck. Transparency. You scoping in, you zooming out. Mm, but, but, you gotta think about it. The little black book, right? And so obviously this is some sense of a relationship read. If you don't want to hear about relationships, click off. If you just want a little tea, a little nosiness, whatever, educational purposes, entertainment purposes, use your own discernment. And interesting, I was gonna say, don't force fit. So back here in the background, in behind the scenes, you have Black Book, force fit clarity, ripple effect, suit up, relinquish control, and liability repellent. All right. So let's see what spirit want to say, because we don't want to force fit anything or put anything out there in the air or in the energy that's not wanting to be said. Promises, promise. But I heard a plural. Promises. Think, wanting. Interesting combination. It says, "You are mine." Mm. Okay, let's get another one. Illusion. Oh shoot, we got a third leg. We got a third leg. Wait. Third leg over here. Forgive. All right. Top of the deck. Time apart. And bottom of the deck, this one is peeking out at me. Let go of fear. Well, what's this one that's peeking out at me? It hasn't been wiggling, but it's been hold me. Okay, not funny, depending on, where you are at in the circumstances. At the bottom, and you have follow your bliss. I feel good when I know you are happy. Do something that you enjoy today. Okay, so the spirit talking to you. Spirit feels good when they know that you are happy. Do something that makes you that you enjoy today. Okay. Feelings of joy and hope will bring us closer on our journey and will put you at ease. All right, so that's that's the message from spirit. Okay, put that right there just as a reminder. All right, so the message overall is cheating has more than one way of showing up. You have emotional cheating, you have physical cheating, you have cheating like copying, you have cheating like stealing, you have cheating like there's all different forms of cheating. And what spirit would like for you to understand is that everybody has their little black book of coping. Everyone has their Seemingly everyone has their little black book. And if you don't know what a little black book is, a little black book is something that they used to have back in the day before cell phones and before cell phones. It was like this thing that men did where they would have this little black book that had all the females' numbers up in it, and had the reasons that they liked being around a female. And I'm sorry, we're going to keep the word female because that's how they viewed them, right? All the purposes for them. She cooks, she cleans, she does this, she does that, she does this real good, type thing, right? Everybody has their mental little black book of the way that they cope. And due to this being a relationship read, spirit would like for you to evaluate the circumstances of the relationship that you are in, because there's something about you that knows, you just have this inkling something's not right. So this person may not be going upside your head and hitting on you. They may not be doing anything up in your face making you chase them around, but you feel like this chaser energy, like every time you feel like you're standing close to them or that they're near, you feel like they're so far off at distance. There is this illusion that of you being theirs and them being yours, And spirit needs you to understand in relationship dynamics, there are three parts. There is you, there is them, and then it's how you collaborate. And how you are collaborating with this person, there's friction there, but also how you are able to be your own individual self. There's friction because you have this attachment to this other person, right? So, as far as the you're theirs and they're yours, Spirit says they want you to wait and they want you to evaluate. They want you to take a couple beeps back. They want you to a couple beeps. So I'm hearing like, the cars that we have nowadays. When you're about to run into another car, when you're in reverse, your car does it do that beeping sound to warn you, right? So this is a warning message from Spirit that they need you to take a couple of beats back because you're about to run into something that you may not be properly prepared to see because of the illusion that you have going on in your own mind about the understanding that you feel that you and this person has with each other. So it's that energy of this isn't that confirmation. Yeah, so it's that energy of this isn't that. But at the same time, Spirit wants you to let go of the fear of finding out, fucking around and finding out, even. It's not that you are digging for the truth. The truth is about to reveal itself. So here with promise and hold me. Hold me says, things are not right in my world. Oh, things are not right in my world, and I am longing for your embrace today. Please send me your love so that I know everything will be okay. Whomever this person is for you, they are so codependent on you resolving their issues. They are so codependent on you being their peace. But yet, the promise is or was reciprocity. And you are not able to depend on this person the way that they have been able to depend on you. So yes, I'm hearing someone say, well, Mystical River, isn't that what relationships are all about? Well, they have something that I don't have, and I have something they don't have. And if we bring those things together, then, we can have a better life, a better future, a better circumstances, not when one party sees the other one as a tool, not when the one party weaponizes. Talking to you, rebels. Oh my goodness, trying to get my throat. Not when one party weaponizes you to upkeep what you know that you are loyal to, your character, your capabilities, and you showing up anything less or otherwise will put you in rebel in a certain light where they say, I told you you're not perfect. Spirit said, let go of fear. Fuck the sense of your perfection. You have to learn when someone is worthy of who it is that you are. And if they are not worthy of you, your resources, your love, your loyalty, your respect, you got to move the fuck along. Whether that means taking the foot off the gas and letting it coast a while and just seeing where they're going to pick up the weight at, or whether that means you letting go completely, because ultimately it is so exhausting to think, right? It's mental exhaustion is a real thing. So the time that you have been spending investing in how can I fix this? How can I resolve this? When you are thinking how can you, but yet and still that person is not thinking about how can they. That person is codependent on, oh no, I already know he or she is going to pick up the slack wherever it is that they lack at. And they're knowing this. They are comfortable in that space. You are that person categorized in their little black book of you do everything, even if they do nothing. Because you have brought to them, oh, well, we are as one. We are a union. And they don't see you like that. And it's not even an unfortunately type of comment. No, it's fortunately. Once you realize that, then you will know how it is that they disrespect you based upon how they see you disrespecting yourself. So that hold on to me, honey, 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 honey. Remember what Spirit said, follow your bliss. Because when you're happy, Spirit loves it. Do something that you enjoy today. All right. And if you feel that by you going to go do something that you enjoy, that does not include them, it's going to cause you to be put on punishment, cause you to be neglected, or cause them to feel like they need to do a tit for tat and to get back for you, honey. Run for the hills, pack your shit, or leave the shit there, and you just go. Okay. So, with thinking and waiting, forgive. All right. You can give forgiveness to a person without having to show them that you have forgotten or that you're willing to let go. Okay. And that was a nasty confirmation. But yes, you can give forgiveness by just simply removing yourself and allowing that person to be who they are going to be with whoever is willing to let them be that person with them. All right. So, for example, it's like, picture this. I see that he does not respect me. I see that he does not abide by my logic or what it is that I need for myself. Because Rebel, you have to understand, no one knows you better than you know yourself. You have had to live with yourself. You have had to protect yourself. You have had to do everything for yourself. For every choice that you've ever made has created yourself. For anyone to come into your life and feel like, oh, well, they know what you need or what you should be doing. For them to feel like they should be able to dictate however you move, and you are new to them, you are just as new as a new baby to them. They don't know your allergies. They don't know this. I don't give a damn if they do know your allergies. They do not know the ins and outs of how you feel, what makes you tick, what makes you tick, tick, boom. Okay, they might even play off of what makes you tick, tick, boom. But they do not respect the fact that you do not like that part of you. So therefore you do not invest in things that create that part of you. So this is like them creating you to be the the crash out. And every time that they create a situation for you to be a crash out, all fingers point at you. And no one paying attention to what caused you to crash out. But then again, what caused you to crash out ultimately is you allowing yourself, rebels, you allowing yourself to continue to be in the presence of someone who plays off of your vulnerabilities and your ability to become a crash out based upon what they choose not to, and how it is that they choose to fuck with you. All right. So that whole they want you. Spirit said that whomever this person is for you, they are threatening your peace by asking you, wait, stop, think about what you're doing. Don't you want this? Don't you want the memories that we've had to continue? Don't you remember the good times that we had, but yet and still you are not living in the good times, and the good times does not solidify anything for you other than they are memories. You can't get certain things back. All right. Just because you've lived in certain happy or blissful moments with them does not mean that your overall experience is to be defined by those few specks on the page. So remember, Spirit said, let go of your fear. I'll read this message again. Spirit says, follow your bliss. Spirit feels good when when they know that you are happy. Do something that you enjoy today. Feelings are joy. Feelings of joy and hope will bring you and Spirit closer on your journey and put you at ease. So Spirit wants you to realize, so long as you stay up in this situation, and of course it's due to your discernment, it's your choice, however much you feel that you can tolerate. And I would say, as a person, as myself, for so much in my life, I've always felt that I've had an old soul. I've known that my soul is old, but as well, I've also known that I've had a high tolerance for pain. And initially, I felt that when I said that I had a high tolerance of pain, that I was just talking about prescriptions and stuff. Like, prescription medicine didn't really take away my pain, but I never liked to take pills or any drugs, right? Though I have done drugs plenty of times. But I would be in pain for so long before allowing myself to take medication, not because I knew what the medication would do, but because the pain was not as bad as it seemed to be. And I do understand that whole thing, especially due to the color of my skin. Oh yeah, those type of women, they can take a lot of pain. Nah, honey, I can't say that that's true for all of them, okay? And I can't say that that's true for most of them. But me saying that I have a high tolerance for pain wind up showing up in different ways in my life. I was dealing with abuse longer. And we're going to leave that right there. I was dealing with abuse longer than what I should have because I was trying to figure out how can I put this person at ease? What if I fix this about myself, then it will stop them from being this way towards me. And they weren't thinking the way that I was thinking. They were thinking like, oh, she's stupid as hell. Oh, she gonna keep on coming back? All right, then I guess she wants some more. I guess she wants some more. And so I've gotten to the place in life, I don't have a high tolerance for pain at all. I ain't got time for pain. I ain't got time for the bullshit. I ain't got time for the doohickey or anything that you want to sit over there and call it. So, Rebel, get to the understanding of yourself, of knowing what abuse is. Even when somebody's playing on your top, it's abuse. When someone's playing in your face, it's abuse. When someone is expecting for you to show up because they realize that you have something, a level of vulnerability that they're not willing to have, that's abuse. Because then it's just like when you have a job. Yeah, those bosses, they be abusing their employees all the time. The extra hours, the less, you're not making as much as your time is worth. This is your job criteria, but they want you to do not just your job criteria, but they want you to do the others too. Abuse. Realize, okay, and respect yourself. Because back here, it says liability repelling, removing of toxic and toxicities. Confirmation. It says activate your boundaries. Acknowledge your individualship. Okay, so even though you may be in a relationship or you perceive, due to this illusion, you perceive that you are in a relationship with somebody. No, honey, you are in an individualship. Okay, and you have a co-anchor who ain't doing their part. Okay, and they're getting paid, even though they're not doing anything. They're getting payment from you all the time. They're getting free money, free labor, free this, free that, all the merch and everything else, and because they're not the one in an emotional state of mind. And you are. Due to the fact that they're not the one in an emotional state of mind, people are more likely to give to them because they're like, oh, well, why are they glowing so much? They just seem so relaxed. They get all these things, so they're being admired based off of the back of you. Also, back here, it says be an individual thinker. Evaluate your self-value, your self-worth, your ways of judgment. Right? And judgment is not a bad thing, okay? Every choice that you have ever made has been based off of judgment. Okay, the things that was good, the things that was bad, everything is based off of judgment. So don't ever let somebody ever tell you again, thou shalt not judge. No, fuck that. You judge all the damn time. Even those who say thou shalt not judge, they're saying, oh no. So I know that if you think for yourself, then you're gonna notice certain things about me. So I'm gonna manipulate you with scripture of saying thou shalt not judge. And so you don't see that you should get the fuck away from me. Okay? Spirit say also have more self-awareness about yourself. Look at those parts that you know you ain't been happy. You ain't been in bliss. You've been very uncomfortable. You've been minimizing yourself for the sake of keeping somebody else who does you no benefit around. Okay? Have ownership of your own experience, because that's the only experience that you can ever really tap into is the experience of your own, how you thought about it, how you went through it, how you think, how you feel. Everything, all the details of your story are within you, are on you, are in you, are about you. Everybody else is just another cast member that has been brought into your life to give it a dramatic feel, which it has definitely been dramatic. The Spirit said you can be outspoken in silence. You can be outspoken in silence. So show it. Don't talk about it, because you're not going to get whomever this person is, you're not going to get them to agree. They're going to try to sway you. They're going to, once you expose to them what it is that you know, what it is that you are uncomfortable about, they're going to, play that, what is it called? That, bait and switch. Okay, so Rebel told me how they feel about this. Rebel told me that they didn't like this. Rebel told me that they're willing to leave me if I don't do this. So let me do this. And then as soon as I got the Rebel back into this illusion and got them feeling like, okay, so I'm doing everything that they wanted me to do and maybe potentially even an inch more, and they're completely invested in it, then I'm gonna hit them with everything that they said on and traumatize my ears with having to make me have to hear about their feelings. And so I can show them that I don't give a fuck. And so I can have the Rebel turn around and chase me again and say, hey, what happened? What's going on? What changed? Talk to me. Once again, you could speak out loud in silence. Okay? Actions are louder than words. All right. Says, yeah, fact check, okay? So Spirit says, suit up for this. Relinquish control of how you want to see the situation play out and focus on you. Oh, baby, I did not think we was going to pull this out today. It is here. It's here. All right, here we go. Here we go. Okay, priestess. One moment. Okay, that's better. Spirit wanted us to clear out that energy. Okay, so we got priestess. What else do we have? What else do we have? Okay. All right. Try to sneak back in. Oh, conflict. Opposition. Yeah, I see you. Mature woman. Relationship. Third lid. Courthouse. Baby. Third lid. Travel. I know it's not funny. It's just the confirmation that is be given. And said another one with priestess. The confirmation that be given. I just can't help but to nervously giggle because it's like, oh my God, what is gonna happen? Okay, divine femme. False narrative. All right. And we're gonna do another row. Bottom of the deck energy, awakening. Awakening. So I do not get in the middle of other people's relationships. Once again, entertainment and educational purposes, and use your own discernment. Using your own discernment, understand you are responsible for your own choices. All right, take from this message what it is that you would like, what it is that you don't like. Don't apply it. Okay. So yeah, divine feminine, right? The relationship. Yeah, it's time to take this relationship to the courthouse. Okay, there are some legal bindings that is happening. That needs to be allocated to its rightful owner, and you have been giving too much. Now, it's gender. Once again, this is just energy. So therefore, if you want to put divine masculine right there and mature man right there, honey, I don't think that it would quite fit due to what we're seeing on the table because it's kind of evident. But depending on who you are as a listener, it's to your likeness. Yeah. So divine feminine, honey, you are so worthy. You are so worth more than whatever this relationship is. Spirit wants you to spend more time with yourself, getting to know yourself. But in order to be able to have more time to get to know yourself, you have to let go of this attachment to whom this relationship is with. Because here on the other side of the priestess, now Spirit say, I'm not telling you anything that you don't know. Once again, do not force fit this clarity, right? If this is your read, you know that this is your read. There is a lot of conflict, and the person who it is that you've been dealing with is definitely a op to you. And honey, you leaving will leave them so battered and bruised, and they're going to take that and don't sacrifice yourself for somebody else, because what I'm about to say, once again, do not sacrifice yourself for somebody else. Once you leave, if you are to decide to leave, if you are to decide to let this go, this relationship, they are going to take that and they are going to go love bomb somebody else. And that somebody else is going to have a heightened level of abuse. So once that's not your business. And it's not your place to sacrifice yourself. And so the next person does not deal with what you've endured or what you've endured multiplied, because the next person will deal with what you've endured multiplied. And it's going to be that person's lesson of where they are uneducated at and where they need healing at. And you cannot save the world, all right? You cannot save the world. You can only save yourself. There's plenty, there are so many false narratives going around about you. Like I said, this person is your co-anchor because you're doing all the work and they're just benefiting off of everything that you came to the table with. It's like a man saying that his woman is a reflection of him. No, you're not a reflection of him. You, rebel, are a reflection of yourself. You are a reflection of your hard work. You are a reflection of your ambition. You are a reflection, and you are everything that you are. Now, when a man says, "Oh, well, my woman is a reflection of me," no, you are a reflection of what he was able to get. Now, are you gonna be crazy enough to let him put his name on everything that you live life and work so hard to get through? The spirit on your ass, okay? Spirit says, look, it's one thing for spirit to say, hey, don't play with my baby, but it's a whole nother thing that spirit realize that their baby is allowing themselves to be played with, and their baby is not doing anything to save themselves. All right, so let's move something around. Strangest thing, when I was moving things around, I was gonna, line things up just as I did with this courthouse and ritual confirmation, and I was gonna put travel on there. But all I would be able to see, all we would be able to see is the fingers, right? But Spirit said, don't hide your truth and what you need to do for you, okay? Keep your mouth shut. Once again, you could be outspoken just by your actions. You don't need to use your words, okay? Because Spirit is saying that you have reiterated so many times what it is that you don't like, what it is that you do like, what it is that you need. And it's obvious that you have not been heard to the safety that you needed, in regards of safety that you needed to be heard. You have been being very much so dishonored in what it is that you have been sharing with this person, of what it is that you need, what it is that you don't like, what it is that you don't want, and they have been weaponizing it against you in every format of the way. Oh, and there it is, dark magic. Say it go this way. Okay, right here. Okay, then we got another third leg. Flying monkeys, gift, accomplishment. Place that right there. Awakening back out, baby. Awakening back out. Chakra alignment. Third leg. Priestess. I always say priestess. Priest. So, and at the bottom, you have the veil. The veil. All right. So, divine feminine and the priest. This is like balancing out your masculine energy and your feminine energy. Being okay with being with yourself and not feeling that you need someone else to complete you, but understanding that you are completely yourself, that you are completely yourself, that you are complete being yourself, and that the energies that meet you are the energies that mirror you, and that even having a relationship with someone who you no longer want a relationship with, the moment that you get to the place of seeing that this no longer suits you is the moment that you realize that you are no longer the wounded person who you was that came into this relationship looking for a certain level of perceived validation. Here with gift and flying monkeys. As we just said, I forget that was there, okay? It is an achievement of you to cut it off at the head when it no longer suits you. It is okay and it is perfectly fine. It is in your right to not wait for someone else to end your relationship in tragedy, but for you to just say that you've had enough. Do not, once again, if you're in a place of doing things for the plot, you would usually give that person that right to end things on behalf of both of you. All right. But seeing that you're no longer doing things for the plot, you're saying, oh, it was a gift. You know, this flying monkey was a gift. And I saw that that thing had rabies. And I also saw that it had fleas. And I also saw, and you know what? I've learned my lesson. Fuck it. Let's move on. And it is an achievement. Okay. Number one spot. Okay. You're number one. You are number one in your life. All right. Once again, you are not due to be a sacrifice for anyone. And if you do find yourself being a sacrifice, that means that you have not educated yourself well enough in loving you. It's easy because you're beautiful inside and out. Okay? Now, there has been dark magic, there has been projection, and there's been a hell of a lot of projection. Projection, not protection. There has been a lot of projection onto you of it had to be your fault because you're the one who's uncomfortable. And they so easily portrayed it as if they was unbothered. And so they're projecting onto you as if they were unbothered was actually you taking the weight of them making you uncomfortable. Or can you follow it? Them making you uncomfortable and you being perceived to be the problem. When they didn't have the assets, the accessibilities that they've had by having you in their life, they didn't have that before you. But because the presence of you allows them access to that, it makes them seem, more was prestigious. It makes them seem like someone who should be listened to. Because think about the flying monkey coming from their flying monkey community, and all of a sudden they come back to their community one day and they got all this other shit, but all this other shit that they have is your shit. It's just the addition of you. They didn't have clean clothes, but now they got clean clothes because you had to wash and dry. But the other fly monkeys don't know that. They didn't have a car, but now they have a car because it's your car. They didn't have, certain the opportunities to, go to certain luxury places and everything. But now, because you invited them certain places, they've had that experience and you wasn't up in the pictures because they're mastering and disguising themselves with your lifestyle, with the access of the addition of you, and your name ain't nowhere to be found until you decide to crash out. And once you crash out, it's like, oh yeah, huh? Him? Oh yeah, they be following me around. They be stalking me. I don't know what their problem is. And that's how easily it is for flying monkeys to make that shit happen, okay? To make it seem like they have more than what they have when all you gotta do is take your shit and go. And they're gonna try to hold up the facade for a little while after you leave, but you gotta stay gone. They're gonna try to hold up that facade for a little while after you leave, and then after you leave, they gonna go from all the way up here, and it's gonna go down real quick, like that Universal Studios elevator ride, I believe it is, right? So anyway, here with awakening and chakra alignment. Yeah, the karmic film, you're gonna have to get a little nasty, and you being a little nasty in your sense of being a karmic film is you leaving without a Dear John letter. Okay, you leaving without those conversations, those ending relationship conversations, or those negotiations that you would have normally had with anybody else. You got to remember, you aren't always love and light, honey, nor are you love and light always, okay? And as far as the false narrative, honey, let them run tell that. Let them talk it. Let them say whatever the heck they need to say, because the proof is going to be in the pudding once you let this shit go and you go on about your life, and the flying monkeys going to be, their community going to looking at them like, so wait, so I thought you said they wasn't shit. I thought you said they wasn't. I thought you said you had. I thought you said you did. So in the end, don't let this one flying monkey get a new spouse of a flying monkey relationship or investment. They wait, but why didn't you show up? They're gonna be asking them, why didn't you show up for me the way that you showed up for motherfucker? Because they didn't show up for rebels the way that they made you think the rebel. They showed up for the rebels. The rebels showed up for them. All right? Spirit said, let's move this shit right along. So so let that veil lift. You ain't gotta do nothing. You ain't gotta do nothing other than what's best for you. And if you feel like you haven't learned your lesson, fine, and stay in it a while longer. If you feel like this person deserves that much grace, honey, you've given them grace already by giving them an experience that they did not deserve, that they were not worthy of. Matter of fact, spirits corrected me. They did deserve this experience. They deserve this experience of you, and they also deserve to lose this experience of you because spirit trusted them. Gave them a chance with their baby, gave them that chance and that opportunity to show that they were really ready for the level up. And what did they do with the level up that spirit gave them? They disrespected it. They paraded that you rebel, like the level up. Who was that? Anne Rice's Sleeping Beauty, where she was paraded on the back of a horse, butt naked in front of the village folks. Okay, right. So we got sadness. Fireworks. Career. That's okay. Desert. Individuality. Third leg. Moneymaker. Third leg over here. You are my world. Oh, got another one under here. Oh, they say the top one too. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's make that mess. It don't matter. Alien. All right, third leg for alien. Oh, rebound. Say pull two from the bottom. Oh, time heals our wounds and the twin flame at the bottom. Then we say it. You gotta tap into that karmic film. That does not mean go slash nobody's high. That does not mean put sugar up in your own tank, because that car ain't even theirs. And if it is theirs, don't go put no sugar up in their tank. Don't go telling their mama, like, do you know what your child did to me? Do not. Spirit is saying you need to rebound with yourself in silence. Okay. Don't stare them down. Don't do some unfamiliar get back type of Lifetime movie network type stuff. Don't do no Jerry Springer. None of that, because you are so much better than that. Okay, the individual that you are needs to desert this situation because you are this money maker. Okay, I wanted to say you are the prize. You are the gift, honey. You are the prize. You are the gift. Notice the gift is still picking out right here. You are, okay? You have been a gift to their life. You have been an unexpected, they won, what the heck was it? I wanted to say supermarket sweep, but I'm thinking about that older guy who used to just come to people's doors with the big check and stuff. He not here no more. He been gone a long time. Whatever his name is. I want to say his name so bad. Anyway, but yeah, you were that mystery gift in the Cracker Jack box where it wasn't a plastic ring. It was an actual diamond and it was worth something. But they treated you like you was a fucking, like you was just plastic. Like you just weren't, like you had no type of value. Okay? Spirit wants you to know yourself, have self-wisdom, realize how you have survived and how you have discovered yourself in this situation, the respect, the disrespect, how it was conditional, honey, how it was conditional, all right? How this situation was conditional. It was conditional based upon how the reactive abuse worked on you. And it got darker depending on how the reactive abuse worked on you or how it didn't, okay? Leave this person in their sadness, okay? And even if you are going to be sad for a little bit because you feel like that they stole something from you, yeah, a little bit of time. But if you look at that time that you invested that you feel like has been stolen from you as lesson learned, they didn't steal shit from you. They elevated you. They elevated you in a place where you can sit over there and clock those red flags. And even if you need a little bit more practice, it's not going to be as harsh as what you just got done enduring. Okay? All right. So let them be sad. You go through your sadness, do your boo-hoos, have a good day of crying, and then get back to your business. Because they would not have even been that person who you remember. You dressed them. You dress them. You help them see what someone who loves themselves, who respects themselves look like. They were your understudy. Okay? Anyway. Anyway, so the fireworks is gonna get to boom, 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 get to exploding all over the place. Once you take that time that you invested in this person, honey, digging in my money pot. Talking about, chest wallet. Yeah, they was digging in your money pot, meaning your chest wallet, okay? That's funny confirmation. I heard that. Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, um, once you travel along and you leave this situation, if you do decide to, okay, and you take that time that you invested in worrying about this person, worrying about what they thought, concerning yourself of how to please them, of how to even cheer them up in their fake sadness, and you know, pr- promoting the things that you can that you can help them assist in by where they lack. Even I'm hearing it, even if they didn't have good, if they that the person don't have a good relationship with their kids, and you being around made somebody jealous and everything, and it made their kids look at them in a different light than what they saw them. Honey, you made this person seem such like a respectable person, and they weren't, because behind closed doors you was getting all the shit, and you was getting all the abuse and everything. They was taking your shit, and they was spreading it then amongst the community, and then coming back once again. Then we say at the beginning, they want you to be their piece. And you were their piece. You were their piece of the body. They ain't never worked for themselves, okay? Not a day in their fucking life. All they had to do was just keep you around. You were in a cage, okay? And you don't even realize that you've been up in a cage in this situation, honey. Time heals all wounds from this twin flame shit, okay? It does, okay? And you know it because you've healed yourself from other shit, okay? And this ain't even gonna be that bad because so much has changed in the world now, honey. There is so much waiting for you on the other side. There is so much waiting for you on the other side. So yeah, get into your karmic film, your ice queen. Once again, you could be outspoken in silence. Actions speak louder than words. Where do we want to go? Okay, all right. So we want to go here. Ooh, rebels, 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 rebels. All right, so we got two, and it says abundance and seeking healing. Top and bottom card, it says a time for healing. A time for healing. So focus on you. At the bottom, take the lead. Yep, focus on you. Focus on you. You don't need anyone to tell you what you need to do or what you got to do and everything. Once again, use your own discernment. What can you live with? And if you feel like, oh my goodness, this is the best I'm ever going to have, honey, no. No. And at the top, it says nourishment. Oh, your guys are gently encouraging you. Okay. Self-made. Your guys are gently encouraging you to make healthier life choices. When you take good care of your body, your outlook and your self-esteem naturally blooms. So take better care of yourself, and also better care of yourself is only having yourself in the presence of those who are willing and who show, once again, actions speak louder than words, show themselves to be willing to take care of you. All right? You don't have, for those who really want to be a good portion of a good part of your life, they not gonna feel that doing certain things for you is jumping through hoops. You don't have to tell them your whole life story of the traumas and the abuse that you went through and everything, because they are gonna naturally and mentally just know how to be kind people and generous people. All right, this does not mean somebody showering you with gifts or anything else. Just your peace, their peace, everything peaceful. And if you need to just be with yourself, just be with yourself. Right? So just like we can't have everything in the world, everyone's not gonna have a picture perfect relationship. Everyone's not gonna, now everybody can have a relationship, but most of these relationships are just like shit on the ground. Okay, it's bad. It's bad out here. Okay, and then at the bottom you have 2121. That day you're waiting for will come. Maintain discipline. You are getting closer to your end goal. They don't want me to say it. Hold on. Right. There's no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy to remain focused. It will pay off. It's a climb, not an elevator ride. Trust in you in all you do. Energy levels. Okay, let's get you one more. And it's at 23, 23. Honey, we just skipped over 22, 22, and it went to 23, 23. Endless cycle. There's some truth you're resistant to accept over and over again until you're tired and restrained beyond depression. It takes a decision to live life for yourself. Life is about life is all about passion. Then you'll make a change and the world around you follows, baby. Honey, if that was not this whole reading, so we gonna skip 22, 22, and it's like, nope. Spirit say it's time for a level up. And a level up is on you. It's your decision. Sharing. What's sharing? Participation. That's the flaw. That's the flaw. Yeah, you sharing your participation. Ew, okay. Got a little itch there. All right. And then it says, learning to love myself. I choose to see the beauty in me. My worth lies in my nature and potential. I transform my weakness into strength. I realize that I am being a being of light and I allow myself to shine. Rebels, I love you so much, but I want you to go take care of you, honey. All right. And it says, inner knowing with the goose, you are a brave traveler. Your soul knows the way. Be confident and you will achieve your destination. Loyal friends are always with you. Don't worry. You are blessed. Let yourself fly. I love you, rebels. We're gonna make your life do what it needs to do for you, baby. Go rebels.